Number one, have you looked into solar before? They should ask this, and they should ask, why haven't you gone solar, which is the next one. Very important to look at that as well, is why haven't you gone solar yet? So this is typically for a cold consultation. But when we talk to people, these questions have pretty much been answered through a pre-screening or a pre-consultation. So you should have those answers ready in your mind so that it helps land those needs and expectations. If you don't put out there the information that's important to you, then the consultant might not be able to serve, those needs and expectations. Number three, very important. What is important to you? We talked in a previous video, what are the factors or the reasons why most people go solar? We talked about 6 of them, but the ones that are very recurring are this: saving money, right? You're talking about using more energy, power outage protection, or just going green. Out of these, the system essentially will be designed the same way, but you have to lean towards whether you want the aesthetics, whether you want to use this. If you are contemplating future power, you need to look at that as well, which is one of the questions that we ask. Okay? Do you expect or anticipate additional energy consumption in the near future? Why is this important? Because you want to size the system for the next 25 years, or at least the next couple of years. So if you're thinking of adding a pool or a pool heater, that will change your consumption. Most people don't think that they're going to have an electric vehicle if they don't already have one. They think, no, maybe like in 10 years. It's happening now, and more than likely, unless you want to go against the trend and what's happening out there, you will have or will consider an electric vehicle within the next 2 to 5 years. Your next vehicle is very likely to be an electric one. Why? Because the industry and society is going to push you towards that, okay? Unless you just want to spend more money paying gas. So consider that, because it changes your consumption, and we have to contemplate it as part of the design. Otherwise, you will call us within the next 2 years when you get the electric vehicle. It's like, why am I paying a bill? Well, let's look at your consumption. Your consumption went up. Now, what do you have? What has changed? Oh, I bought an electric vehicle. Boom. Now it's going to cost you more to add panels when you could have contemplated that from the beginning. So if you know that you're going to get all these additional things happening in that house, contemplate it from day one, unless it's, more than 10 years away or far from it. 5, very important. You need to answer every single concern and clarify any doubts that you have about going solar. Whether it's the roof, whether it's the insurance, whether it's, is it not the right time, what's going to happen during hurricanes, all those things need to be answered. And so one question that should be out there for you is, what is your biggest concern going solar? That needs to be answered. So it depends. Some people have different things. I've even had people that tell me, well, what happens if the sun doesn't come out again? Moment of silence. Yeah, we would have a lot bigger problems if that happens. But anyhow, just make sure that your concerns are addressed.